So yesterday we have discussed about, as part of demo purpose, I have explained about the basic concepts of OOPS. Okay, so we'll just do some revision and we'll see how that reached. Okay, so see, people see here. Now, what is OOPS full form? Yes, now everyone should tell. What is OOPS full form? See, people should respond. So when I'm there only, I will came to know like, okay, these people understood everything. Yeah, only 2 people are responding and other people, Ajay, Akshay, Annam Gopi, Suresh, Sandhya, B Sandhya. I'm just speaking randomly. Manikanta, Sagar is responding. Smita, Shivraj, Shravani, Sridivya, Vasim. Why you are not responding for any question? Okay, someone raised their hand. For what reason? I want to know. Who is that someone? I'm okay by mistake. Okay, fine. So yeah, this is what object oriented. We'll just do this revision for 2 minutes. Okay, we'll see some C# today, and we'll see some ASP.NET demo also. After 4 or 5 days, you people get the idea on C# and all, then we'll start with our MVC concepts, main core MVC features and all. Okay, so people see here object oriented programming system, and so yesterday I told, like, object is king of OOPS. Without object we cannot work with OOPS, right? So now people tell me, so what is the definition of class? So I will unmute someone and I will ask someone now. Shravani. So the definition of class. Whatever it.
Yeah, class is and actually, hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yes, sir. Voice is hello.
Yes, Shravani, please tell me. I'm able to hear you clearly. Class is a closed container.
Yeah, yes, sir. Class
Yeah.
is a closed container, and its definition of objects.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, yes, sir. It creates of
Who will be there in class?
variables and methods.
What is the syntax for declaring a class?
Class name,
Okay.
open brace or closed brace. Inside of classes, variables and methods.
Very good.
Yes.
Variables and
Methods.
very good. Okay. So what is the definition of class? Class is a closed container. It opened here, it closed here. Where we can bind what? Variables and
methods.
What is that? Variables and methods. So got it now?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thanks, Shravani. You can mute yourself.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, this is what the class definition. Now, if you want to work with variables, what we need, tell me now again. If we want to work with variables, what we need? Only two people are responding. So Nagaraju want to answer. Okay, I'm unmuting, madam. So you told Saujanya your name. Okay. Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, it needs a memory, which is an object.
No, who is allocating memory to variables?
Object.
Very good. Now, can you tell me, so you're Saujanya, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have very less memory, but still I remember. Okay, so
Yeah.
object is allocating memory. Now, Saujanya, can you tell
Yes.
me? So can we work without object with variables?
No, we cannot.
The reason for that is because
Because object is used to call the methods.
no. Only I'm asking variable relation with object. So what object is doing to variables?
Object is allocating the memory.
Very good. So who is allocating memory to variables?
Object.
Very good. So now, can you tell me if we don't have any object now, can I work
Uh-huh.
with variables now?
No, we cannot.
Very good. So without object, we cannot work with variables.
Variables. Yeah.
So this object is allocating. Yeah, please you can mute yourself. So this object is allocating sufficient memory to variables. So without this object, we cannot work with variables. Okay, so that is fine. Now, so what object is doing to methods? So by using object, we are calling the methods. So if we don't have object means what will happen? We cannot call any particular method. Okay. So without object, we cannot work with what methods also. What is the syntax for calling a method now? Can someone tell me in the chat? Yes, very good. Only one person told me. So you people don't need chocolates now. So the right answered people will get chocolate. Yes. I'm waiting for the answer. Okay. What is the syntax for calling a method? Object name dot method name. That's it. Okay. This is what our this one. Okay. So I hope you guys are clear now. Okay. Now what I will do, now I will come back to this ASP.NET and I will explain the, sir, I have small doubt in object creation, constructor, allocate or assign default values. No, sir. So you want that constructor concept? System defined default constructor. Okay, we'll explain. Okay, so what we will do now? So what we will do now? So I will just open the ASP.NET contents. What we are going to learn in our current course. Okay, so people see here. So now people came here for web technologies. Okay, web technologies. So if you people remember in our one of demo session, I have seen like session 1, session 2, session 3. In that, web technology is one of the session. So here we will discuss about ASP.NET. Inside ASP.NET, ASP.NET, MVC, Web API, ASP.NET Core. And we will discuss about entity framework concepts and ADO.NET concepts also here. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss. So for each and every concept, whatever you're looking here, I will teach everything in real time with a real time example and real time project. Okay, that's what I will teach. This is what our action plan for next 2 months or 2 months, 10 days or something like. Okay, so first I will start with ASP.NET. So I will teach the basics of ASP.NET and some like we have like some important concept like state management techniques and different controls in ASP.NET and everything. So I will try to explain all of them here. Okay, all of them here. Now, if you want to work with ASP.NET or MVC or something, we need one topic called ADO.NET. So now, so I can see 58 people here, and some people opted for video also. Maybe some 15, 20 people. So now people tell me how many of you are perfect with ADO.NET? Just raise your hands. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10. So why I'm asking this question is, now onwards, ADO.NET will teach everywhere, everywhere. So when you go for interview, people will ask you a question on ADO.NET. When you go for when you go for interview, they will keep some system test on ADO.NET and they will ask you to do some system test. So, my students of this 7:30 to 9 or something, sir, we got this system test, sir, and, we easily cleared that. Why? Because they almost practice for 10-15 times. Right. So, I will teach in C#, I will teach in Windows Forms, I will teach in ASP.NET, I will teach in ASP.NET MVC. So, everywhere. So, that's the reason. So, now you can down your hands. Now, my question for you guys, see, my way of teaching of ADO.NET is completely different for sure. Okay. So now, so many people were asking me also. Divya, so that's what, this is what syllabus, Divya. This is what the syllabus, and what topic means all the topics of all the all I mentioned here. That's what I can tell. HTML basics. So why? Because we have already one more session, complete session will be on HTML, JavaScript, jQuery related, and CSS. So there they will explain everything. But for MVC and ASP.NET, I will explain up to some part. Okay. And like introduction to ASP.NET. So that's what I told. So the majority concepts I will cover in ASP.NET. So when you get the job in ASP.NET, you can easily survey there with that concepts, and also you can work on any ASP.NET project also. MVC, complete MVC I will teach. MVC Core or .NET Core I will teach, and Web API. Some part of link you will cover, Wasim. Okay, so now my question, see, if I move out of this one, I will forget about what I was speaking. Okay, now people tell me, how many of you want ADO.NET now? Just raise your hands. Sir, we want to listen ADO.NET. Why? Because that is most important, and that is, see, those people who are not raising, then I will ask the questions and they need to answer. See, if people are interested, then I will teach that ADO.NET now. Definitely you will feel the difference after completion of the ADO.NET session from me. Any more? Any more? Oh my God, 50% of people is asking. Then definitely we'll cover. No issues in that. So now only I will teach ADO.NET. So this is, so what is my action plan? Yeah, you people can down your hands. I got your response. I just recorded your response. This notepad also won't listen my words, man. So see, what we will do, see, like we'll see some interface is one of the most important concept. Abstract class is one of the most important class. Delegates is most important concept, and ADO.NET is one of the most important concept. And some concepts are like class library and all. So that type of concepts, if we discuss here and if we go into MVC, then what will happen? You will gain lot of confidence there. Okay, you will gain lot of confidence there, and also when you start working on it, so then easily you can work in ASP.NET or ASP.NET MVC. That is the reason, sir. We came here for MVC, but we are discussing C#. Yeah, please, for 4 or 5 days we'll do that, and after that, so I don't know how many people some people came. So see, some people are my students, like my 6 to 7, and some new people also added here. So but my request for you guys, don't compare my teaching with other people or other people teaching with my so my teaching. So maybe I'm better or they are better or something like so don't compare like that. Why? Because sometimes people used to comment, you are better than that one, this one. Please don't do like that. Why? Because see, everyone is here to teach you guys only, like that's the reason. Don't compare one person teaching with other person people. Everyone will have their own style. So maybe if you listen my classes for 2 3 days, then you will see something you will tell. And I know some of the people yesterday called me and they were saying like, sir, we waited for your session for last 2 months. So thank you so much for that. But fine. Now we'll just go with the ADO document. Okay. So I will just make it very much simple for you guys. We'll see that now. So what is this ADO.NET? So yeah, so now I will just open our C# book and I will explain the concept, and after that we'll just go through that one. Okay, our C# book. So see this book. I only wrote this book, and I will use this book for my entire sessions. So like for everything, like I wrote one for MVC, one for ASP.NET, and one for C#. So I'm a Microsoft certified developer. So myself, so for those who added newly today, so I'm Vishwa. I'm having 8+ years of real-time experience. Currently, I'm working in one of the organization that is India's most loved organization. So like I'm working as a technical lead currently. So like in Naresh IT, I deal with 2 classes. I mean, my timings will be like 6 to 9. For this timings only, I will available in Naresh IT. So and so and one more thing. So maybe after few days, 3 4 days, I will share my number and I will add all you guys to the WhatsApp group. So if you have any questions or queries, you can practice and you can ask me. So I will be available for you guys from morning 9 to evening 8:30. So in that time, you people can ask me the questions and all. I will ready to answer. So you just need to send your screenshot, error screenshot. That's enough. I will help you guys for all the issues and all. Okay. Got it. Got it, right? So, so this is our C# book only. Okay. Now, see ADO.NET. So, if we are working with ADO.NET, we have two important things. One is front end, one is back end. What is front end? What is back end? We'll see that. So, people see here, for example, nowadays, this Facebook. So, how is this Facebook? So, even the person who, sorry, are you guys able to see my screen now? Yeah. So now what is happening? This Facebook. So people tell me. So now the people who don't know what the spelling of Facebook also, they are using Facebook. Simply they are installing that Facebook in from that app store or somewhere. So they will ask. So one of the educated person, like so the person who passed successfully sixth class or fifth class, he is the most educated person, and he will go to him and he will ask him, like the person who did not completed his LKG also, he will go to him and he will ask him, Array, can you create one Facebook account? Then he will immediately download, and what will happen? So this that fifth class pass student is helping him, the person who successfully completed his LKG. So like long back, some 20 years back or some 30 years back, who completed his LKG, and he went to what fifth class passed student, and he is asking for Facebook account. Then what happened? This person entered, like first name some with something XYZ, last name something XYZ, and after that email ID, everything. So then he's saying, do you have email ID? He is asking him that LKG pass student, he's this fifth class pass student is asking LKG pass student, do you have email ID? Then he is asking, what is email ID? Then he is asking. So then finally, okay, see, if you want to work with this one, you need to register first. That's what he is explaining him. Then okay, after all hard work for 1 hour or 2 hour or something, they successfully registered the Facebook account. Okay, the very next day, this LKG pass student is like, he is trying to log in with his phone number. So then what happened? So he got a message like, account did not saved, or I mean invalid account. Then he don't know what is this message, but some red color letters are coming. That's what he know. Then he went to this fifth class student, and this is not a story. Just listen carefully. Okay. So okay. So then what will happen, guys? So then what will happen? This person will go to this fifth class pass student again, and he's asking. So again, he said, so maybe yesterday account was not created properly. So that is the reason we are getting this one. Then he told, okay, don't worry, we will create one more time today. He was saying like that, and they created again. So then what happened? The very next day again, he tried to log in, but he is unable to log in. The same invalid user ID password is coming. So and they went again. So what happened? Like, so the values are not saving in Facebook, like database or something. So when we are working with web applications or something, so then what will happen? One user interface, front end will be there. Okay, front end will be there. So and the back end will be there. So if the values are not saving in database, how we will log in with our user credentials? See, for suppose, if I give some correct username, wrong password, will you be able to log in into your Facebook account with this information, correct username and wrong password? Yes. Is that yes answer? So similarly, wrong username, wrong password. Are you guys able to log in into your Facebook? No. Wrong username, correct password. So now finally, correct username, correct password. Correct username, correct password. Will you be able to log in with this information now? Yes. So people see here. So then how we are getting the values now? So where the values are storing? That means we have a concept called database, and the database is also called SQL Server here in our .NET application. Why? Because my Visual Studio is a Microsoft product, and SQL Server is also Microsoft product. Okay. So now, when I wrote my front-end code and I'm not saving my code in my database, then what will happen? So this person will keep registering again and again and again, but that registration won't be successful, and those values won't save there. And what will happen? Those values won't save there, and they never log in into their account. So that's the reason. So now people see here. So that is the reason we have a concept called ADO.NET. The full form of ADO.NET is active database object. So here front end will be there, here back end will be there, SQL Server will be there. When we register here, ADO.NET will help us to store our data in our database. Okay, so basically, so that's what I mentioned here. Front end, the application where user will interact. So now people tell me, Are you guys able to interact with database? Are you guys ever seen database data, what Facebook is saving and where the data is saving? No. Yes or no? So when you are registering your valid user ID, password and everything, will you guys able to open your database and will you guys able to see your data which you stored in Facebook? Obviously no. Why? Because it's a backend, right? Similarly, for front-end application, like username, text box, password, text box, login button. So are you guys able to see? Yes, it's a front-end, it's user interface. So that's what we mentioned here, backend. So all the data will be maintained, but we cannot see. If we want to work with ADO.NET, so we need SQL Server. So now SQL Server, we need SQL Server. Okay. So we'll see that SQL Server after 5 minutes or something. So now people tell me like, so in our ADO.NET, we have two types of architectures available. One is connection-oriented architecture and disconnection-oriented architecture. So now we'll discuss about connection-oriented architecture. The first step of connection-oriented architecture is declare namespace. What is that? Tell me. So if I ask you people to repeat with me, please repeat with me. So maybe you are in mute, but still. Okay. Yes, no, is that fine? So what is that first step? Declare namespace. So are you guys, can you people please repeat with me? So I know you are in mute, but still, what is the first step? Declare namespace. So here we have two namespaces using system.data. One more is using system.data.sql client. So please ignore if I have any spelling mistakes. Okay. Now tell me. So what is the first step here? Declare namespace. What are the two namespaces available here? Using system.data and using system.data.sql client. So can you guys repeat with me, please? What is the first step? Declare namespace. Declare namespace. What are the two namespaces here? Using system.data and using system.data.sql client. So are you guys clear with the first point? Okay. So now the second step. So what I will do, so simple, I will give you one example. So just try to remember. So for example, if you want to keep some landline connection. So landline connection, how it will work? Now tell me. First you need to apply for the connection. Or you need to declare for the connection. So apply the connection. So now you got the connection. Okay, now you got the connection successful. Now what happened? So now you want to speak with your friend or colleague or someone on the phone. Now what you need to do? You need to open that phone, like, so not like this Android or something. So you need to open that phone, right? And after that, what you need to do? You need to type your numbers. So input the numbers. Or I can say you need to pass some query. Okay. So now, okay. So you need to pass the query. So now you have given all the numbers now. Now what you will do? So the phone will ring and the person will speak there. That means what? Execution will happen. Execution will happen. Now we will speak about all your careers and all the serials, like what happened to that one Lakka, what happened to this Dr. Babu, and what happens to other serials and all. You will speak everything, and finally what will happen? So you will so you will explain about all your curries, how the salt become high and how the salt become less. So what happened to your last weekend's chicken curry and what happened to that pickle. So everything he will explain them. And finally, after 1 hour 59 minutes 2 seconds, you will disconnect the call. So now we'll close the call. So this is what. So now I will explain. So just we'll follow this one only. So how we are doing this landline connection and landline phone, we'll do that in our ADO.NET. I will explain now. So where is this one? Step one and this one. Now step two. Now, so if we want to work with ADO.NET, so we need what? Database. Okay, where you will save the values? Database. Right? So where we will save the values? Database. So in database, where we will save tables. Very good. Tables. Okay. So now we need to create the connection. Okay. So we need to create the connection. So we need to create the connection. So we need to create the connection with whom? Yes, only one or two people are responding. We need to create the connection with whom? Everyone. I need some 5-6 answers, then only I will write here. Database. What is that? Database. Now for that we have one class is there in our ADO.NET. The class is SQL connection. Just create object to that. CON equals to new SQL connection. So here you need to provide the okay. So you need to provide the connection string here. So connection string here. So we can connect. Okay. So we need to provide connection string here. We'll come back to this point again. Okay. Now, what is the telephone next step? You can keep any name here. XYZ, ABC, your name, my name. Okay. Anything you can give there. Okay. Now after that, so once we got the connection, then what we need to do? We need to open the connection. So sir, how we need to open? Because this SQL connection namespace is having two different methods. They are open and close. So now people tell me, so this class is having that open and close methods. Now I want to call that method. Now people tell me, what is the syntax for calling a method? What is the syntax? Object name dot method name. What is the object name here? CON. What is that? CON dot. What is the method name? OPN. Open. Perfect. Now after that, step 4. So now what happened? So now first step, we declare the namespace. Second step, we need to create connection with whom? Database we created and we open the connection. Now we need to like tell our database, like, see, can you please create one user? Can you please save these two details in your database? Then the next step is pass the query. What is that? Pass the query. So here for passing the query, we have a class called SQL command. What is that? SQL command. SQL command CMD equals to new SQL command. So here you need to pass the query. And you need to pass the query to whom? You need to query, you need to pass the query to whom? Database. So that con. So why we are passing con here? Because our database is holding here only in this con. Okay. Now pass the query done. Now what is the step 5? Execute the query. What is that? Execute the query. In our in our in our ADO.NET, we have 3 types of query execution. Execute scalar, execute reader, and non-query. This is what our execution. That is fine. Okay, so got it, guys. So this is what we will. So the scalar and reader we'll see in our ASP.NET. No problem. So this non-query. So if you want to add or edit or delete kind of operation, then we'll see, we'll work with what? Execute non-query. Okay, execute non-query. So this CMD class is having that non-query. Now, so if you want to read the data, then we'll go for scalar and readers on those. So definitely we'll see them in ASP.NET. We'll see some program example for that. Okay. Now, what is the syntax for calling a method? Object name dot method name. What is the object name there? CMD and non-query. Execute non-query. Okay, this is fine. So before that, I want to explain just for 5 minutes. I want to explain SQL Server, and after that I will come back to here and I will ask again. So people see here everything, and finally the last step is what? Close the connection. So which method is having this connection class is having and con.close. This is done. Okay, so done. So now people see here. So we'll just open our SQL server here. SQL server. So those people who did not attend at SQL server till now, so just utilize this opportunity. I'm just telling some shortcut. So just observe here. So if you want to connect with your SQL server, we need to provide few things. See, we have server type, server name, authentication. So first is server type. So here we have analysis, reporting service, integration service, and all. So SSRS, SSIS, Azure related some analysis. But currently our SQL server we are using as what? Database, right? So for that reason, I'm selecting database. So server name. So here the server name you can keep few things. You can keep dot, the dot, robo dot. So dot or you can go to your computer and somewhere this PC and properties, you will get your computer name here. See this one. Okay, you can keep this one here where in our SQL server. So, I'm just keeping dot here. And authentication, we have 2 types of authentication here. One is Windows authentication and one is SQL authentication. We'll keep Windows authentication. We don't need to enter any username or password here. But if I keep SQL authentication, then I need to give username and password here. So, sir, why it is not taking credentials in our Windows authentication? So, because when you select Windows authentication, by default, it will take your system username and password. So that is the reason. So we can select anything. I'm just selecting Windows authentication. Just click on connect. Done. Now, so anyone have a doubt here up to here or something? So I'm asking questions for 2 minutes. I'm just pausing here and I'm asking questions for you guys. Now tell me. Anyone? Akshay, are you clear with this one? Whatever I told till now. Ajay, are you clear? Sandhya, are you clear? Gayatri, are you clear? Darshan, are you clear? Geeta, are you clear? Gopi, are you clear? K. Chandrika, are you clear? Okay, I will explain then. Shivraj, are you clear? Saujanya, are you clear? Shrikant, Srujana, Sandeep, are you clear? So see, so once I open my SQL server, then it will just take me to this login page. So I can speak English only. Akshay. Okay, so so people see here, here we have server type. We can select database, analysis, reporting, integration. Now, question for you guys. So now currently we are using SQL server as what? Backend, and we are using as what? Tell me. Only one answer. Two. Okay. So database. So that is the reason we are selecting server type as database. So server name. So now tell me. So now I will ask. Okay, I will unmute someone and I will ask. So Venkat Padmavati. Yeah, madam. Now tell me. So server name. What we need to give here?
It's SQL server.
Yeah, madam. What is that server name we need to give here? Two things we can give. That's what I told.
Okay, you mean connected or disconnected?
No. So what is the server name we need to give here? Okay, I will tell you. So listen carefully. So here we can give two things. One is dot. Dot means your local system, or you can give local host also. So server name means your computer name only. So here server name, we can give three things. Dot dot means don't write like that, but you need to keep like this. Or local host, or you need to give your computer name. Sir, where can I get my computer? Just right click on my computer and just properties. You will get it. Okay. So Padma, so are you clear now? So I will ask Sandhya. So Sandhya. Nagraj. So people are unmuting also. Ram. Yeah, Sagar.
Yeah, hi, sir.
Hi, Sagar. So now tell me. So what we need to give here in server name?
It's a dot, or
Okay.
we can mention the local host,
Yes.
or we can mention system, our system.
Okay, super. So are you guys clear now? So we can give dot or local host or your system name. Okay. So now how many types of authentications we have, Sagar?
Actually, we have 5 types of authentication, but we will use Windows authentication and SQL Server
Correct.
authentication.
So what will happen
SQL
if
Server,
what will happen if I select Windows authentication?
by default, it will take my Windows username and password.
Perfect.
So no need
Perfect.
to.
No need to give username and password. What will happen if you select the SQL authentication?
We will have to set the username and password, then only we can connect to the database.
Perfect, perfect. Now, okay, please mute yourself. I'm just coming back to my steps here again. Thank you, Sagar. So many notepads. Here. So now in my second step, I need to create connection, right? With the database. Now what we need to pass here? The first one, data source. What is that? Dot or localhost or what is the third one? Computer name. This is done. So now this part is done. So now the second thing. So if you are going with Windows authentication, you don't need to provide username and password. But if you are going with SQL authentication, then what you need to give? You need to give what? User ID equals to something, semicolon, password equals to something. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Yeah. Now we'll come back here. Now, if you want to work with SQL Server, you need database. Now, how can we get the database? Simple. See here, this is what database. Now right click on database, new database. So those who did not learn SQL Server, this will be helpful for you guys. Now right click on database, new database. Now you can give anything here. I'm just giving student. Okay. If you open this database, this one got created here. Now insert the database. We need to insert the data with our data in tables. Now again, right click on table, new table. Okay, so just keep yes number here. And what is the data type for that? Integer. Now similarly, keep yes name. Yes name is what? Student name. And I'm just keeping varchar. And now save the table. We'll keep stu. Is that fine for you guys? Okay. Click on OK. Now, so this is how we can create table. Now right click and refresh on table. Then what will happen? So this student table name came here. Are you guys clear up to here? Now I'm coming back to my notepad. Now see here. So now we have, so we can give all these things. For now I'm giving only dot. Okay. Now after that, what I will do here is I need to give my database name. What is my database name? STUDENT. And after that, you can provide integrated security for security purpose equals to yes or true. Anything you can give. Okay. Now here also, you can keep this database equals to database name. Okay, are you guys clear now? So now what we have? Database and we have table and everything. So people see here, I created, I will show you one more document, beautiful document, this one. With this, oh no, this is program. Theory. This one. Now, people tell me, what is the first step? Declare the namespace. What is that? Declare the, sir, I guess database name will not be, yeah, we'll see that. Okay. So, so what is the first step? Declare the namespace. Now, can someone tell me? I will ask. What is the first step? Declare the namespace. What are the namespaces we need to use here? System.data and system.data.SQL client. So I'm just unmuting. Rangarao, can you tell me? So what is the first step? So why you people are unmuting? So okay, Arpita.
Declare the namespace
Can you please tell me what are the two namespaces?
using system.data and using system.data.SQL client.
Okay, the same thing. 1 second. Madam, can you tell me what is the first step?
Using system.
No, no. What is the first step?
Declare
Declare the.
namespace.
Very
namespace.
good. Very good. Namespace. What are those two?
Using system.data
Using system.data and
using
yes,
system.data.SQL client.
very good, very good, very good. So what is the second step, madam?
And database connection.
Very good. Create connection. Create
Create
connection. So here we have a class called SQL connection. So SQL connection, some object name equals to new SQL connection. Okay. So madam, tell me what is the data source? So you can give what? Local host or dot or computer name. Yes or no?
Yes.
Data after that what? Database name equals to, you can give any database name. Okay. And after
Yes,
that what? Finally integrated.
security.
Very good. Very good. So okay, madam, you can mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, so I will make it little faster now. So after that, so see, we have two types of authentication: SQL authentication and Windows authentication. If it is SQL authentication, you need to provide user ID and password. If it is Windows authentication, we don't need. And after that, what we need to open the connection. What is the syntax for opening? Object name dot method name con dot open. Pass the query. So here we have a class called SQL command class. So you can pass the query using that one. SQL command cmd equal to new SQL command. Okay. And after that, execute the query. We have three types: execute scalar, execute reader, execute non-query. So this is what my running class notes only. So that's the reason. I mean, after completion of explanation here, I will give this running notes to the all the people. That's the reason I kept like this. So we have this one. Okay. Now I will just execute the program and I will show you guys. Okay. So even my program will have all the commented lines. Each and every line will explain step by step. Okay. So tomorrow class, I will give this notes. How many people wanted this notes? I mean, whatever you are seeing here, this notepad. So raise your hands based upon your interest, I will give. So make it fast. So no one raised your hand. Oh my God. It's 22, 23. Okay, definitely. Tomorrow I will give this theory and program also I will give tomorrow. But I will explain the program for today. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to my Visual Studio. I'm opening I will execute the program. I will save the values. And after that, we will stop the session. Tomorrow, I will explain one more time and then I will give the notes. Okay. Where is this console application? Long back we have seen console application. Okay, so I'm just replacing here. So people see here, what is the first step? What is the first step? Yeah, people should comment here. Make it fast. We're running out of time. So what is the first step? Declare the namespace. What are the two namespaces here? Using system.data and using system.data.SQL client. So that's what we done. Okay. So now what is the second step? Create connection. So create connection with whom? Database. So see, data source, I kept a dot. And what is my database name? Can someone tell me? Student. We created student, right? Okay. So here, yes number. And what is student name, right? Yes name. So that's what we created in database, right? That's it. So clear. Oh, if here also. Okay, the second step. What is the second step here? Create connection. Create connection with whom? Database. Here we are providing data source and what database. And here I am going with what? Windows authentication. That's the reason I'm not giving any user ID password here. Now, what we need to do? Open the connection. What is the syntax for calling a method? Object name dot method name. So what is my object name? Con dot open. Okay. What is the next step here? Pass the query. Okay. Pass the query. Insert into, what is my table name here? What is STU here? Table name. Okay. And finally, we are passing the query here. Query to whom? Database. So where is our database holding? In our object. That's it. And finally, execute the query. That's it. So no, you people don't need to remember this code and all. What you need to remember, those steps. If you remember those steps, definitely you can write the code easily. Okay. So here I'm just trying to enter my student number and student name. So because I'm just doing some typecasting here and I'm just doing some boxing concept here. Okay. That's it. Now run the application, we'll see the program output. So enter student number. So 102. So enter student name. Some Naresh IT. Okay. See, record inserted successfully. Now just open your SQL server and click on new query. Okay. So just check, select star from, what is the table name? STU. Now tell me, we got it or not? Yes or no? That's it. So now how you people are feeling? Is ADO.NET easy? Difficult? Yes, only one person is feeling easy and other people are difficult. Okay. Easy. Okay. 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 So tomorrow I will give those step-by-step notes and also this program example I will give. So anyway, we are running out of time. So we'll come back to our ASP.NET and yes. So anyone have any questions on ASP.NET? Sir, what about lab practice? What is lab practice, madam? You want to practice this program? So tomorrow anyway I will give na, so you can practice and also like for lab practice and all. So those who are available in Hyderabad, so like 15 days once or something, I used to come to lab and I used to spend some 2 hours with my students, like not only you people, so we have other batches also. Those people also used to come to lab. We all practice together there. Okay, so anyone have any questions on ASP.NET related things or this ADO.NET? I will wait for 2 minutes for your answers. If no one have questions, then we can close. We'll close session for today. But tomorrow I will give the notes for both. Okay. Okay. So no questions. Can you share complete? Yeah. So our admin will share with you. I will share the contents with him. Sir, can you show the SQL command again? What SQL command? Oh, here. Come down. Yeah. This one. Insert into table name, values of just student number and student name we are passing. Okay. So I'm just sharing our admin number. Okay. So I'm just sharing our admin number. Please connect with him if you have any queries related to course or if you want course content and all. So this is what his number. Okay. And I'm just pasting his number in the group chat. So you people can connect with him for any course related information or, like fee structure and all. Okay. So any more questions? Fine. Thanks all for joining. We'll meet tomorrow. So we'll give that program and notes tomorrow.